What made you not want a kid? My wife and I were on the fence about having kids. We were both in our early 30s, and we decided to test the waters by babysitting our friend's 2-year-old for a weekend. We thought it would be a fun way to see if we were ready. The first night, we put him to bed around 8 p.m. and settled in to watch a movie. About 30 minutes later, we heard him crying. My wife went to check on him, and I could hear him screaming and crying. I figured she had it under control, so I stayed put. After a few minutes, she called me in. I walked in to see him in his crib, tears streaming down his face, and my wife looking frustrated. She said, "He wants you to hold him." I was surprised, but I picked him up, and he immediately stopped crying. He snuggled into my chest, and I could feel his little heart beating. I held him for a while, and he fell asleep in my arms. I put him back in his crib, and he slept through the night. The next day, we took him to the park, and he had a blast. He was laughing and playing, and I could see the joy in his eyes. That night, he fell asleep in my arms again. After we put him to bed, my wife and I looked at each other and said, "We're not ready for this." We realized that having a child was a huge responsibility, and we weren't ready to give up our freedom. We loved our life the way it was, and we didn't want to change it. We decided not to have kids, and we've never regretted it. We still babysit our friends' kids from time to time, and we love them, but we're happy with our decision.